here with a couple of the Bruins. Big, hard-fought win, Coach. I know that in the last couple of post-game interviews that we've done, one of the major emphasis that you've given is the defensive effort for our team. You've said over and over, offense has been there. We've got offense, pretty much figured out. It's our defense that we need to show pride in. Tonight, we were able to really put in a big-time defensive performance tonight in the win. Just give me your thoughts.
Yeah, we were upset last Friday night after our game, but we were also very realistic. We have been trying some things. I won't get down on the weeds with it, but we had been trying some things. And after last Friday night, some of those things that we tried, we really just had enough proof at our level after the D1 games. We basically had a lot of proof that some things we were trying to do as a coaching staff, we were really asking too much of them. And so we really simplified our approach. Henry was a big part of that. Henry and I have a great relationship, and he really just discussed that there's a lot to think about, and you can't be an instinctual basketball player when you're thinking about a lot of stuff. And I really appreciate that we have that kind of relationship. He was very respectful. He always is, but he didn't even say we needed to change anything. It just made me aware that we were making it really, really difficult on them. And so I will say when we came back, we've had, especially yesterday's practice, we had 3 of the best practices we've had since I've been here. And yesterday's practice may have been the best practice in my 5 years here. And I really had a feeling that we were going to come out, and I didn't know how we were going to shoot, but I knew that we were going to play really good defense today.
Henry, let's talk a little bit about that defensive effort. But one of the things that impressed me as I was watching the game, and I'm sure others, but was our ability to keep the lead, I should say. They started to answer back. They'd hit a big 3. We'd come down. You'd hit a big 3, or somebody else would hit a 3, and we just kept answering offensively. So just talk about how we were able offensively. They switched defenses on us like 3 or 4 times throughout the game, and we just kept picking them apart with shots and passing. So talk about what was working for the offense tonight.
Like Coach, you said, and Coach Miller, this whole week they've been drilling in our head, just getting on defense, packing the paint, making it uncomfortable. So I would say that just by us playing defense, opening up for us on offensive end. Of course, we know we're scorers, but when we take our mind off of scoring and just play defense, it opened it up. So just making the other team uncomfortable made it better for us on offense. So we just went out there and played ball.
How do you feel like that defensive effort fuels your offense? When you come up with a big play, come up with a big turnover, and we can turn it into points on the other end.
I feel like it fuels it a lot because I'm a scorer, but whenever I'm more active on defense and take my mind off scoring, it shows more improvement in my game on offense. It shows me things that I worked on a couple years ago, a couple months ago, and it's just exposing just my offensive game.
All right, Coach, obviously we're riding high after this win, but got to forget about it as we go right into Calvary tomorrow, 12 o'clock game against Calvary, which is they played tonight in a hard-fought game against Montreat, and a real scrappy team, a team that's really going to be physical and give a good defensive effort. So what do we take from tonight into tomorrow to hopefully come away with another win?
Yeah, Coach Sanders is a good friend of mine. He's here from the area, so he gets a chance to be back home in front of a lot of family. And when people overlook them, they won their region championship last year, and they gave Randall a really good game in the national tournament. And it's because we get overlooked a lot in our region. People just look at us in warm-ups and assume a lot of things about us, and I think people do that with them, and it's a huge mistake. The last thing I told the guys was if they start their Christmas vacation tonight instead of tomorrow night, then we're gonna have some real problems. We have some injuries. We have some setbacks after tonight. A couple guys banged up, and 1 or 2 of them won't be able to play tomorrow. And so, you've been here with me. You've seen us face a lot of injuries, and there's nothing you can do about it except just say next man up. The next person's got to step in. Our lineup tonight went 15, 8, 9, 16, 27, 6, 6, and 4. And there's no one person that would replace Devin scoring. That's just not even realistic. But I think if everybody just simply does their part, that's all we need. We don't need anybody to come in and try to be somebody that they're not. And really tomorrow just gives us an opportunity for somebody else to step up. That's the way we've got to look at it. Instead of hanging our head and wishing something bad didn't happen. That's not reality. That's one thing that sports teaches you is you got to keep plugging away.
All righty. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.